Hey guys, so today I will be showing you how to cover acne and scars using makeup. This is going to be a full coverage look and I'm going to explain everything to you guys. I have done this video in the past, but I wanted to revamp it because I had used drugstore and high-end products in that last video. I will link it up above if you guys haven't seen it yet. And I wanted to find a way to use only drugstore makeup and brushes, and I did. So not only will this be more affordable for you guys, but I also kind of tweaked the routine a little bit too. You won't be able to see any marks or acne or scarring on your face, redness, anything like that anymore, but it will be with less makeup. I'm gonna describe everything that I'm doing from start to finish. So if you guys would like more tutorials like this, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know what products you guys like to use for your full coverage looks in the comments. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've already washed my face with a cleanser and I did like a light exfoliation as well with my cute little, it's like a scrubber, like a silicone scrubber. I'm gonna link it down below, but I'll also have my skincare routine up here for you guys so you can see exactly what products I use. And now I'm going to moisturize. So this is what I've been using. It is from Pixi. It is the Vitamin C Brightening Moisturizer Lotion. And I'm gonna gently apply this all over my skin. And this feels so nice. I think especially when you're doing a liquid foundation, you really need to make sure that your skin underneath is hydrated, especially if you have normal to dry skin and you're working with dry patches. The light exfoliation that I did will definitely help with that. But this will also maintain, the skin's hydrated, healthy look throughout the day under the foundation. Next, I'm going to apply a primer, something that is going to really smooth down the skin, so that way all of your little bumps are filled in, so it just makes the foundation look more even all over. I'll be using the I'll be using the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Illuminating, and I've been using this for years. I really hope it's still available. It reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury primer, so that's why I like using it. It's basically a dupe for that, so much cheaper. Where did it go? I thought I had it. Oh yeah, I do. Right here. The Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. It does make the skin very illuminated, which is nice if you don't want to go in with like a bunch of highlighters to make your skin glow. This will just make it glow underneath the foundation, which is nice. Next thing I'm gonna do is use this Maybelline concealer. This is the Fit Me in 15 Light. It is slightly yellow toned, and the reason why you want to use a yellow tone one is because it's going to help cover the redness. I mean, of course, if you have like a lot of redness, you can go in with a green concealer first, just a light layer, only where you need it, and then go in with the yellow based. But you don't wanna go in with one that's like pink or red undertones because, it's just gonna make the redness worse. So I'm gonna do a few little dots wherever I feel like I have the most redness, little pimples, or just scars or spots. Look, here's a little pimple right there, so we'll just cover that baby up. If you do this, you will use less makeup. So I'm gently patting it in with my finger, and you guys can see it's already looking a lot better. This is actually something that I do too when I'm doing more natural makeup, but I will say you really need to find a shade that matches your skin tone. Otherwise it'll look pretty obvious where you put the little dots. And I'm also going to put a little bit around my nose because it is a bit red there. Next step is to go in with the foundation. I'm using the same one that I used in my previous video, the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. This is in the shade 05 Warm Beige. And I absolutely love this one because it has that beautiful, like, it's basically like a natural finish, slightly dewy, great coverage, lasts all day long. This is one of the best drugstore foundations out there in my opinion. I've repurchased it many times. This is also sweat-proof and water-resistant as well. I'll be applying it with a little sponge. I'm not exactly sure where this is from. It might be from Pop Beauty, but I would recommend the Real Techniques sponge. So I have a little pump here on my hand, just about 1 pump, and apply it where I want it first, because I feel like this kind of helps me spread it out evenly. If you go in straight with the sponge first, I feel like the sponge absorbs a lot of the product. And I'm using very light patting motions, like even on the areas where I have more acne and things to cover, you want to use light pats, so that way you're not picking up any additional product from the face and it's gonna stick on better. I'm gonna use concealer next, and then the two that I would definitely recommend to you guys for fuller coverage if you have dark under eye circles is Maybelline Fit Me Again. This one's in 10 Fair. So this one's slightly more pinky tone because I just personally like the way that that looks with my more yellowy toned foundation. And then this is another good one to try out, Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer from Catrice. This is like foolproof, it'll last you for days. So I have 4 points that I like to hit for the eyes. One near the inner corner to cover the dark under eye circles, and then one here on the end of the eye, and this will kind of clean up the eyeshadow and give it like a nice lift. So this is light for me. If I was doing a natural look, I would not go this light, and that's because it would make my dark circles look even worse. The reason I'm going so light right now is because I already have a pretty full coverage yellowy base underneath it. So all of this is gonna do is really just brighten. So we're gonna go ahead and blend this in with the little sponge. And on the Cupid's bow. Again, this is not for coverage reasons, just a little bit more brightening. We'll do a little bit in the center of the forehead too. So now it's time to set everything before it starts settling into your fine lines and wrinkles. For that, I'll be using the e.l.f. highlighting brush. I really like this one because the bristles are very loosely packed together. And then this one from Real Techniques, it is the setting powder brush, I think. Fit Me in 120 Classic Ivory from Maybelline. This is the matte and poreless powder. I'm going to pick up some of that with this smaller brush here. Tap off the excess, find a mirror, and then I'm gonna pat it under the eye area. And then for the face, I like to set it with the Fit Me from Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder in Fair Light. So this is not white, it is like a lightish yellow with sort of like a tinge of pink. Pick up some onto the brush, really get it into the bristles. Tap off the excess, and then I just do swirling motions all around. Just very light because you don't want to pick up any of the foundation. You just want to set it down. That way it doesn't transfer, you know, when you give people hugs. And it'll really help it last longer as well. The e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Cream in St. Lucia we'll be using next to contour and also for the blush. I really hope they still sell this because it's been a favorite of mine forever. For many, many, many years. It's just so good. If you love cream contours, you really have to see if they have this still or maybe something similar. I'll link it below, whatever I can find. But I'll just dab my brush into it. And then to contour, guys, this is what I do. So I have a pretty strong, high cheekbone, right? I don't need to contour that because you can already see that. It already has a shadow. What I want to do is kind of minimize my cheekbones a little bit since they're so crazy. So what I do, I don't recommend this for everyone, just, you know, for those of you who have high cheekbones, is I go above the line. So my natural line is here, and I'm going right above that, almost like I'm applying it as a highlight. Also, what's nice about this is that it'll do a lot of covering for you. So another reason why you don't have to apply so much foundation, because there's gonna be products that you're gonna put over top that are just gonna cover things too. You know, you don't have to only rely on your foundation to do that for you. Up onto my forehead, just like this. And this is a great brush to do that with. It is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. Now I'll also do a little bit on the tip of my nose, chin, and kind of bring it along the underneath part of my jawline a little bit, just to distinguish my face from my neck. And then I'll go in with the blush, and the same brush, it's just a different one. And I'll put a red on the apples of my cheeks. I kind of keep it high though, because I feel like the lower I put it, the more it drags my face down. So you really want to keep everything high. And what's nice about powdering first before going in with the creams is the creams won't be as intense. A lot of cream products that I have are crazy pigmented, and when you put them on like without powdering first, it's like you messed up your whole makeup look and you gotta restart over again. So that's why I like to powder first, because it kind of prevents that from happening and it gives a more natural look to the creams. Getting close to being done, we have to do highlighter. The full coverage look is not complete without a highlighter. So this is my favorite from the drugstore. It's by Kokie Cosmetics. It's a liquid highlight in Superstar. This is a great color because it's very neutral tone. So I actually like to apply this with a little bit of the e.l.f. booster drops. This is just like an oil, and what I feel like this does is it helps to kind of give the highlight more of a like natural dewy glow rather than like a streak of sparkles on your face. I apply it like that right to the top of the cheekbone, and you really don't need too much. So I like to use like one finger to put it down and then the other one to blend it in. Do a little bit on the tip of my nose too. And Cupid's bow. And chin. A little bit on the forehead. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back with the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up of the before and after so you can see exactly how well this foundation covers literally anything: acne, scarring, redness, all of that. This is a routine that works really well for me, and honestly the best thing about it is that it is affordable. So I hope you guys all try this out. If you do, let me know how it goes. Give this video a thumbs up. That would really help me out if you found this tutorial helpful in any way. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, let me know down in the comments like what type of full coverage stuff you guys like to use from the drugstore, because I'm always trying new stuff. You know, if it's affordable, that's me right there. I'm gonna get it. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in my next one.